Good afternoon. I'm going to hand back your papers. We're going to start. Can you pass these out for me? Thank you. So we talked a little bit about Mahatma Gandhi from India. Can anyone remind me who he was? Gandhi from India. Yes.
He was a spiritual leader.
He was a spiritual leader. He was a leader of the people from India. Who was in charge of Israel before Israel became a state? Who was in charge of India before India became a state? Britain was the colonizers of both of these lands. And I'm going to write a quote on the board. Write how you feel about this quote on the paper. And maybe think about it a little bit too. Are we talking about people's eyes here?
No. Talking about your friends.
Before Mahatma Gandhi said this, people always said an eye for an eye. Why did he change this and say an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind?
He wanted to show the consequences that will happen if all the world will follow the quote. So if we launch nuclear missiles, the enemy will launch too, and there's no war.
He was telling his people that if you fight back, then this is never going to stop. What kind of resistance did he use? What, did he use violence? No. Did he use non-violent?
No violence.
Was it violent?
No.
So what do we call this if it's not violent?
Non-violence.
Non-violence. Very good. Yes. Tell me, what are you thinking?
What? About what?
About this. How does this relate to your life today? Here in this class, when you walk outside. Why is this so important?
You need to know.
Yes. Because if you don't know how to forgive, then this cycle that you were talking about, it never stops. The only way to break this cycle is to do what? Then all of a sudden, voila, sababa. You have a break in the cycle, and then you've made a change. So give yourselves a pat on the back. I think you learned a lot today.